ladies, this is a fair question. Why do the women that hate men the most look the most like men? That is a fair question. Buzz cuts, men's clothing. That would be like if the leader of the KKK was wearing a do-rag, right? It's like the white race is the best race. He's dribbling a basketball, like beatboxing. Like, loves black people, it looks like. I think sometimes people are a little unfair to women because we'll say, oh, they're more crazy, but their craziness is just spread out. You all get a little, whereas guy craziness is centralized into one psychopath that has a woman locked in his basement. Girls, you know, girl craziness like 5%, 5%. Guy craziness is like normal, Hitler, normal, shoots up at school, normal. There was only one woman that ever shot up a school, and she went trans first before she did it. Isn't that wild? 25 years as a woman, no problems. 1 year paying for her own drinks. One. 1 year, $50? No, we just had 2 margaritas. That's how much they cost! No. Girls don't say that, right? Like, you should never judge a girl's past, even though statistically it's the best way to predict her future. But if a girl says don't judge her past, it was never that bad. If a guy tells you don't judge his past, that guy to hate his fucking past. If you're hanging out with a guy, ask him some questions, he's like, I told you never to ask about my past. All you need to know is I had 2 kids, now I have 1 kid and I can't drink legally. Like a villain in a Steven Seagal movie. He signed this form from my parole officer that says I wasn't around any schools. I don't know, do you care, like, with your girl, like, who she was with before you? The way you said it, it made it sad. Yeah, no, that has been a problem. It's the cooler answer to not care. I wish I was that cool. Like, I don't give a shit. She has this dick, forget about the rest. My dick's like the Men in Black's dick. But I'm not that. When I first started dating my ex, she was like, oh, my boyfriend before you was a wrestler. And I was like, what? Which one? She goes, it doesn't matter. I go, it matters a little bit. Is it Doink the Clown? Is it Rikishi? John Cena? Is that your ex? Like, is he still into you? Are we gonna be hanging out? Your phone's going off? Oh, it's just my ex-boyfriend, The Undertaker. Am I trying to get hard knowing The Undertaker's got unfinished business? Start taking off my girl's clothes and the lights just go out. Boom! Woo! Boom! He's in the building! Look up, my girl's eyes are rolling back in her head. Undertaker standing in the doorway in a thunderstorm with my nuts in his urn. No thanks. But then I found out it was like an underground wrestler, so super lame. You guys ever been basically this, but wrestling? They don't even give good speeches. Like the one guy won, they hand him the belt, and he comes up and he goes, thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys could, there's a 50-50 raffle. Someone could drive me home, that'd be great. Do you guys think the first guy to put his wife in a burqa, she was just gross? Do you think that's possible? And he was like, what if we just cover him up? He's at parties being like, you guys don't even know, she's a 10 under there, dude. I'd love to show you, but you'd all try to have sex with her. It's... Honestly, I can't even now handle how hot she is. I make her give me hand jobs through the hole, brother. Yeah, I turn it into a jerka. Thank you. No, you guys are right. Jerka's not a good joke. You're right. I just have... no, I have to say it because I will be selling jerkas after the show. So, if you guys are interested, it's just a white burqa. It is a KKK outfit, but... they weren't selling, so I got creative with the branding. I guess kind of most stuff. Like, I do stuff for good. Like, I have a backboard on my bed. That's not for me. I already have a backboard. It's called a wall. And we put a second wall in front of our wall because girls are needy. Even Donald Trump wasn't like, I need 2 walls. Do you know how much guys do shit for girls? Look at every other country where the girls aren't allowed to speak. The guys just wear pajamas all day long. Pajamas, sandals, to a wedding. Playoff beards all year round. Not even cricket playoffs. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do? The girl's just like, shave your beard. The guy's just like, habiba hawalawa, you know? Translation, you just bought 3 more years of not driving, bitch. So That is pretty wild though, eh? Telling your girl she can't do stuff and then blame it on God. Your girl's like, we want to drive. Why can't we drive? You're like, he's weird. I don't, you know, you put it in the book, and that's what the situation is. Like, we can't do that here, you know? Your girl's like, I need you to come to a DJ event with 9 of my friends, and you're like, I'll run it by him, but I don't. Doesn't sound like something he'd be into, personally. You come back, you go, he must have been in a mood because he wants you to do the laundry. That's what he'd prefer. He was very clear on that. His exact words. Mysterious.
So I was moving recently, and we were looking at moving companies, but because of the algorithm, they kept showing us this one company that was like an all-girl moving company, like a shitty moving company, right? And honestly, I'm not even saying that to be controversial, but like, has any dude here ever been moving with his chick and halfway through is like, babe, you gotta start a company. You are crushing it. You gotta take this pro, baby. All right, how about this? All-girl moving company called the Ex-Wives, and they just take half your stuff. How about, come on, that's a pretty good idea. You can have it. It's your idea. I'm kind of on the lady side, by the way, because I don't think I should be a mover, you know? I don't think anyone would be happy if you hired a mover and a guy like me showed up like, we're doing both couches? No, you want some retard from the suburbs with cauliflower ears. Where's the boxes, right? Guy looks like that. That's what you want, right there. I used to do UFC, I move now. Sandpaper fingers, right? That would destroy a woman's vagina if he fingered her, right? That's not my silky smooth comedy hands. I will say though, if you ever hire someone to help you move, you better not be there, because you'll never feel like a bigger bitch as a man than hiring another real man to come move cuck you in your own house. 2 real men walk in like, all right, ladies, what do we... Oh, a guy hired us. All right, weird. Okay. You're just in the corner in the dark. I'm the guy paying, brother. Slower. You like that? I'll pay you more if you sweat a bunch. Just turn you into a trad wife. You're like, you boys need some lemonade? They're emasculating you. Like, you'll tell you what, you can hold the wrench, kiddo. You're like, can I? Oh my God, they're heavy. There's a lot of arguments right now, like, should girls be allowed to breastfeed out in public? You know, and some dorks are like, no, and some guys are like, you could squirt it on me for all I care. All right, you guys are gonna like my suggestion, but I think girls should be allowed to breastfeed wherever they want, obviously, but if the baby's full, you should have to offer kills to anyone in the vicinity. That's more than fair. Is that? All right, no. But let's be honest about what's happening. People are peeping, you know? There's girls on the internet that have like breastfeeding channels that have like 8 million views. And they're like, you know, we're just helping new mothers. It's just 8 million new mothers. That's who it is. Just 8 million new mothers leaving comments like, wish I was the baby. Just new mothers. Classic new mother comments. Just another new mother just left a comment. You leave her Venmo, please? send you 100 of it with your feet in the pic. So yeah, just new mother shit. There are 0 internet pages where guys are doing testicular cancer exams and girls are signing up like, do the left ball. Like, right? You'll never. Girls can sell their used underwear for more than what it was worth before. That's wild, right? Someone sells used underwear, apparently. You know the power of vagina, that you put a garment on it and it doubles the value? Everything a dick touches is immediately worth less money. That is a fact. Watch, give me your beer. I'm gonna show you a demonstration.